Memphis, real news. Memphis, real news.
Hey, it's some more goddamn new arrest coming. So y'all better get ready. I don't know who told y'all it was over. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of people who conspired to kill Dolph. Run it.
We're learning that more arrests are possible, and that's according to police.
Continue to conduct this investigation. There's no telling where it could potentially lead. There could be other individuals that are implicated in this particular homicide.
We're learning that more arrests are possible, and that's according to police.
Continue to conduct this investigation. There's no telling where it could potentially lead. There could be other individuals that are implicated in this particular homicide.
So as you just heard, Chief C.J. Davis, okay, just said it could be more individuals that are involved with the murder of young Dolph, y'all. Just as social media has been saying. Okay, the comment section has been saying. People have been talking. Memphis, the streets are hot right now. And people are talking, man. People are saying other people are involved with the conspiracy to kill Dolph. Okay? So look, man. Hey, man. It ain't over with. Y'all buckle up your seatbelts and slide with me. Because we're going to keep sliding, you know what I'm saying, on every piece of information we can get. And we're going to bring it to the people as soon as we can get it. Okay? As soon as we get our hands on it, we're going to release it to you. See what I'm saying? You know, so, hey, man, we trying to keep up with this young Dolph murder case update thing, man. Because, hey, man, the streets is steady talking second by second. People dropping names.
Memphis,
Are dropping faster than Art Horn straight dropped from his legal consultation. Wow. Yeah, so the news is out that Art Horn, the lawyer, will not represent Straight Drop, y'all. Okay? Art Horn, allegedly the lawyer for CMG, will not represent Straight Drop. So that's that. Straight Drop. What you gonna do, dog?
There was one other suspect in that police report. I believe Terrion Owens.
The hijacking of that white Mercedes Benz, I did notice that they were in that police report. I believe Terrion Owens.
Terrion Owens.
Terrion Owens. Terrion Owens.
Any person that might be associated with a specific crime is a person of interest. I'm not sure at what point or what level Mr. Owens is involved in this. We're still investigating, and as we mentioned before, this may have a rippling effect. There may be more involvement and more charges in the days to come as it relates to this.
We're going to take one more question.
Marshall, I have a question. Was Justin Johnson alone in the car, or was he with someone else, and did he resist arrest?
No, he was the driver. His passenger was Shondell Barnett,
Okay.
and he's going to be facing charges of accessory after the fact. And my office will get you a photo, get a photo out today of Shondell Barnett. But he was taken into custody without incident. So
Were they in another stolen car, or do you know?
the car was not stolen.
It was not stolen?
It was not stolen.
Okay.
Yes.
Memphis, real news.
Humans are despicable.
Look, did Mrs. Smith tell the marshals in Indiana to fled? Feds got a couple questions, Dolph Thornton found dead. You take that plea now, you do 30, you done? Or take the shit to trial, take the stand on just done, you ain't getting no bun. They say you was the one with the stick, man, Bash Pro hat, man, the South Memphis hit, man. You weren't smart, man, you weren't the leader, you a follower. That white Mercedes, how they use Marshall's thunder to remind you about the contract. Paper route, want revenge, and you know they bout for combat. You better have your lawyers watching your back. You facing life and on the street, you facing death. And for my killer mall, keep Glock hit me right. Splash and the soldier the gang spitter. Mr. Smith, let me holler at you. I heard you got jammed up early December for that car theft in South Haven. They ran up on you down now. and gave you the business, locked you up. You ain't bound out on that right there. So that further let me know that you might have a money issue, that you can't afford that CMG lawyer. Yeah, that black youngster lawyer. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. So, hey, is you gonna feel a different type of way? Is you gonna feel some type of way? You on your rich homie Quan type of spiel? Because you ain't gonna get that same lawyer? Or the people out there don't love you the same way that they love Straight Drop? Or Straight Drop could have just saved this money, but because they gonna make you feel a type of way because you ain't got the same type of top level lawyer to fight your case, which you probably will lose if you don't, unless they don't got a lot of evidence. But they already tied you with the car
Memphis, real news.
First, and you couldn't bond out if you had a bond. Now I'm speaking if you had a bond for that charge. Now in 2022 they indicted you for the Dolph's case. So let me ask you a question. Did you tell on yourself and place yourself on the scene and Straight Drop? That's why they started looking for Straight Drop, and that's why they charged Straight Drop, not because of the internet, and the internet did good police work, which they did do, but it was because of you, your statement, your testimony.
Fighting fake news.
You know what I'm saying? I have a testimony. That's that Scoredugger. You don't know nothing about that though. But was it your statement that gave the tip to Straight Drop? Because they give you had time, a lot of time to get a good deal. You had a lot of time to give a lot of interviews, and they pull you in and out your cell throughout the day, throughout the night, to ask you questions, to give you deals. You know what I'm saying? They got time to go back and make deals. 15 years, 20, 10, plus you take the stand, plus you give everything. That's just a question because you've been locked, and of course people gonna say that there, but that's just a question. You could have stood on 10 and kept it G, and Straight Drop made a mistake and left his location on, or got spotted, or got snitched on by a female or whoever was hiding for the reward money. Who's to say you knew he was going to Indiana? When you got jammed up, he was still in Memphis. Y'all both were still hiding out. So, who's to say that you even gave any type of information? You could have just kept it G and kept your mouth shut. You know, you could have even said something, but not know he was going to Indiana. Or you could have known. He could have told you every move he had. You could have known he had people in Indiana, and if it got too hot in Memphis, that's where you're gonna go. Who knows? You know, it's all speculations, but we do know that they offered you the best deals first. They come clean first because they had you first. So the feds gonna give you the opportunity to have the best deal because you was interviewed first. You got brought in first. So you weren't the ringleader. You weren't the leader of the situation. They don't want you to be the leader. They want somebody else to be the leader. So the feds gonna give you the opportunity to have the best deal, to get the best deal, because you was brought in first. You got the interviews first. You know, they went back to the judge or whoever they talked to work deals out, or the DA to work deals out, the prosecutors. They had a whole month to give you the best deal. And part of that deal was placing yourself on the scene and Straight Drop on the scene, alleged. You know, they need 2 convictions on this right here. One, get life without parole. The other, get a whole bunch of time, like 30 or 35 or 20 or 25. It depends on what you got, what information you know. You see what I'm saying? And that's how they're going to close that case. And it all start with one cooperation. So, you either could have said something or you could have kept your mouth shut. I also seen that they charged you with shooting that young Dolph brother. So, they can throw an additional time at you that make you crack even more. Yeah. They can say, well, he gonna get this much time, but you gonna get this much time because you shot at him in him. You killed him, you helped kill him, and you shot at him, alleged. So, you know, that's just a little bit more pressure to put on your back.
Memphis, real news.
Brother, just you. So, that means they got you on tape, or you confess. When you confess, you said that there, because you had to come clean on everything. And of course, y'all went together because you was on your way to South Haven, and he was still in Memphis, or, you know, making his rounds on where he was going to go. Or he probably was bouncing around. He probably could have been in Atlanta, then made his way to Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Or he could have just stayed in Memphis the whole time till it got too hot. You could feel like, Smith, you could feel like that Straight Drop gave you up and let the people know where you was at to get some money, you know, to get some reward money, you know what I'm saying, just to get the heat off him. You know, you can feel like that. So you can have different emotions and thoughts in your head that'll make you flip or make you stand tall.
Fighting fake news.
Memphis, real news.
UFO Media. Fight fake news.
I report. You decide what's real, what's fake. Pay attention. Stay tuned. Memphis Real News.
Hot topics. Who is CJ Davis and why was she really chosen by the powers that shouldn't be to oversee Memphis? I'll be live tonight to update everyone on our external investigation. Pay attention. This is what you voted for when voting for Mayor Jim Strickland. A whole lot of chaos, corruption, and confusion. No lies detected. Signed, Memphis Real News, UFO Media, Memphis Real Nigga News. Stay tuned.
Okay, now this report right here is saying there's 3 involved and possibly 2 or 3 more. People was also saying that it took about 17 minutes for the police to show up to the scene, which is almost the same exact thing as Mo 3's case. It took a long time for the police to get there. They were taking their sweet little time. So,
Memphis Real News.
This is what you voted for.
Memphis Real News. Stay tuned.
So let's get to it, y'all. Okay. Now, before I start this Young Dolph update, I want to say this. This was sent to me. Okay, y'all? This was sent to me yesterday. And it adds up with a lot of things that I have been talking about. This is the only reason why I'm going to put this report out. Now, is this report, legit or not? Not sure. Okay? So I'm going to let you all know that now. So I'm going to say alleged. Okay? But from the things that I have been keeping up with, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I'm going to read this report to y'all because you all know today is Monday. And good morning to everyone. I hope everyone have a beautiful day. But today is going to be a very interesting day. Reason being is Stray Drop says he's going to turn himself in today. Okay, y'all? Now, we don't know if he's really going to do that or not, but this is what they're saying he's about to do. Okay? Now, I received a report that came across my desk about Young Dolph, and it's saying an update. I'm going to read the report to you all, and, we'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. Okay? So it says as follows. 3 Memphis police officers involved in the demise of Young Dolph has been identified. Okay? Possibly 2 to 3 more were on the scene. Okay, y'all? We also confirmed that the first group of original witnesses were already placed at the scene as fake witnesses and fake Family Dollar customers. Their job was to distract any real witnesses not a part of the conspiracy by standing in front of them while trying to film or engaging them into a face-to-face conversation to ensure that certain angles would not be caught on camera. This is a very complex assassination and involves an estimated 14 to 20 individuals, mostly Memphis Police Department. This is why Makita's cookies didn't go down. They are pawns promised immunity for their involvement. The assassination or Young Dolph was paid for or by our own tax dollars. Memphis. Okay, now this was the first thing that came across. Okay, now I'm going to read something else to you all, okay? This is something else that, was sent to me. This is the last post, Okay, this is what somebody sent to me. We have established a complete RICO case against all involved in the conspiracy to assassinate Adolph Thornton. This RICO case includes Councilman J.B. Smiley Jr., candidate for governor of Tennessee, Dr. Kia Moore, Carolyn Mason, Carolyn Mason, and other staff of the Memphis Police Department. Makita's Cookies 901 Trigger Tray, Keosha James, and Dallas, Texas video editor. And then it has Crisco. Now, I'm not sure if they got this post from, because I've been hearing something about, Say No to Brain Cells were saying, oh, now they put me in there that I did something to Dolph and all of this stuff. So I'm not sure if this came from that or not. But one thing that makes a lot of sense, that if the police are looking to, because, there is a report saying that 2 police officers were relieved. Okay, now this report right here is saying there's 3 involved and possibly 2 or 3 more. People was also saying that it took about 17 minutes for the police to show up to the scene, which is almost the same exact thing as Mo3's case. It took a long time for the police to get there. They were taking their sweet little time. So, some of this stuff could be true. It could be true. As far as them mentioning, Say No to Brain Cells, we do know he recently came to Memphis. We know that he's been talking to them on a regular. So maybe the police want to question him to see if,
Cookies gotta come outside. Cookie better pray on my mama and my gang. Me and Elmo gonna spray. Cookie, it ain't safe. We gon' catch him where he lay. She's gotta come outside. Clubhouse stepping night and day. Clubhouse stepping out late. I tell her, hurry, that ain't no mercy because I'm. Cookies gotta come outside. Memphis, real news.
There was a time that
Memphis, real news.
I used to say, just like others, I wouldn't wish jail on anybody. I don't feel like that no more. In this case right here, with young Dolph, is a prime example why. You got a brother who was loved in his community, buying properties in his community, who was a superstar.
Memphis, real news.
But there's always somebody that wants to come in your spot in the beach while you basking in the sun with an umbrella to block out your sun, to block out your shine. And in this case, allegedly we have the 3 people who killed young Dolph caught. But you want to know the best part about it? What I say that was the best part about it? The police said that over 500 people called and gave them tips to capture these cowards. You know what's disgusting to me? Straight drop. He calls the police, or rather posts that he's going to turn himself in, which he was lying. then turned around and dropped a music video. You on a run for murder, murdering a superstar that everybody loved, and you drop a video, a rap video? Do you see what the music industry has turned into? Let me say this to you dudes that's in the streets. Regular people are getting tired of you. Mothers are tired of burying their childs. The communities are tired of burning candles. We are tired of pastors standing over our babies talking about they earned their wings. All because a little nigga on demon time decided to rob a nigga's snack box. Just because you mad at life. Or you want to be in a position of life that someone else is in. And instead of you creating your own shine in your own spot, you want to rob somebody else of their own. Young Dolph created his own lane. And allegedly straight drop couldn't take his shine. Now young Dolph's beautiful daughters gotta grow up with their father, without their father. Most of the hood is missing their father. These kids had their father, and you took him away. So I asked you a question. I asked to all the dudes in the hood. Respectfully, I asked you brothers. How do y'all feel about these dudes being captured? Should we scream free straight drop? Should that be the hashtag? Free my nigga. While young Dolph daughters is looking while his wife is still in pain. Should we scream free young Dolph? I mean, rather straight drop? All through the hood, you got mothers crying, screaming for justice, trying to figure out why they don't have their child no more. All through the hood, you got good brothers missing their best friends because you dudes want to be on demon time. Some of us ain't signed up to be y'all victims in life because you mad at the world. For the first time in my life, I want y'all to go to jail. This dude straight drop shot 3 people and only did 6 months in jail. And when you think about it, it's like, yo, so you mean to tell me if he would have got sentenced the way he should have got sentenced, which 9 times out of 10, they only gave him 6 months because it was a technicality or a mistake the police made in the case. So they made a mistake somewhere. So he copped out the 6 months because you usually don't get 6 months for shooting 3 people unless you're ratting. But sometimes it's technicalities that happen in the case where they give you less time. I know this because I've been through it. But my whole thing is, and I asked to all the street dudes, I'm talking to the street dudes. How y'all feel about the courts just letting straight drop go? Do you feel like he should stay in jail? Or do y'all feel like the court should let him go? All 3 of them. Me personally, for the first time in my life, I'm starting to enjoy seeing dudes go to jail. We tired of y'all making the community suffer. For the first time in my life, my new slogan is lock 'em up. Young Dolph's wife and children deserve justice. Young Dolph's mother deserves justice. Young Dolph's brothers and sisters deserve justice. Shouldn't nobody be robbed out of their life because you got an envious bastard that can't see the next man shine. The black man in America is the most endangered species. And the number one thing or person that's hunting black men in America is other black men. I'm tired. I don't want to pour out no more liquor. I don't want to see no more burnt candles in front of the buildings and the lobbies. I'm sick and tired every time I see us depicted in a movie or in a song. It's us committing lyrical genocide against each other. I'm sick and tired of every time I turn the TV on to watch your favorite black TV shows, it's us slaughtering us. Do you see the program? You're not getting the picture yet? Y'all still don't get the picture? Shout out to the U.S. Marshals, the police, for doing their job and locking up the killers of young Dolph. Some of us is happy to see them dudes go to jail for killing a brother who was a legend in the game. It is what it is.
You told me a lot about this case. You told me what the woman said. You told me y'all did not identify the two people that was in Family Dollar. You told me enough. You've already talked. If it's against the law for you to talk to me about this case, you've already broken the law. Because you told me enough. What do you mean?
No, I'm not. No. Okay. Look, I'm getting ready to hang the phone.
Don't hang up in my face. If you don't hang up, you better not hang up.
What are you going to do about it? What do you think you're going to do about it?
I'm going to put a complaint in against you in the Internal Affairs. If you hang up, I'm going to put a complaint. Internal Affairs.
UFO Media.
Let me explain something to you. If you need to complain to Internal Affairs, you complain to Internal Affairs. I've spoken to you about what that woman told me. Okay? And it's not the same as what she told you. Okay?
Pay attention.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not interested in discussing any specifics about this particular case with you or
you know what? I don't think you passed the information to the investigators on the case. I think you kept it and you blocked it. Since you blocked it, you are covering up this case. The investigators may not even know that this woman exists because you're blocking it. Let me tell you something. You better pass her information to those investigators. If you don't pass it to them, I will be on your ass. You hear me, David Martello? You hear me, David Martello? I'm gonna be on your ass.
You ain't gonna do shit, motherfucker. And I'll tell you another goddamn thing. Don't call up here again. You understand?
I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna be on your ass.
Fighting fake news.
Memphis, real news.
Somebody help, 'cause I can't find my way. Nobody move. Nobody move.
How the fuck? Who is that guy?
Memphis, real news.
Damn, he's good.
Somebody tell me how I'm supposed to feel.
Fighting fake news.
When I'm sitting here, knowing this ain't real.
Fighting fake news.
Memphis, real news.